Hi, my name is Sarah Walter. For the past year, I have worked in a Title I funded public school as a kindergarten teacher assistant. Throughout this year, I have been able to see how the use of technology in the classroom affects both student learning and outcome. My school, Douglas Elementary in Eden, North Carolina, is one of 10 elementary schools in Rockingham County that is considered a Title I funded public school. This means that we contain a larger portion of low-income students in comparison to other schools. Because of this, we are given government funds in order to supplement the education of these students through new materials. In my school specifically, for the past few years, Title I funds have been strictly spent on iPads, Chromebooks, and testing tablets for teachers and faculty. Each student at Douglas Elementary has their own assigned Chromebook. Each student also has daily access to iPads for computerized programs such as iReady and Smarty Ants, which are math and reading comprehension programs. Each student is expected to take part in these programs for at least 30 minutes each per week. In order to obtain this goal, teachers must take time out of regular classroom instruction. Each class is also given a specific number of copies that can be made throughout the year. This number is capped at 5,000 copies per teacher. As a kindergarten teacher, this decreases a large amount of common writing practices that the students are able to take part in. Most of the reading or letter practice that takes place in the classroom is either through YouTube, or other computerized programs. The question I sought out to answer through this project is why are funds being directed toward new media and technology for learning when studies have demonstrated negative student learning outcome and decreased test scores? I began this project in the Contemporary Media Literacies course and focused on the definition of Title I and how these funds impacted student learning and outcome. Through this capstone, I have expanded my research to include the amount of time spent on technology in the classroom, as well as access to technology in low-income households. And you will see these graphs on the next page. In addition to these case studies and surveys, I also attempted to interview 6 Title I public schools about their individual schools' use of Title I funds. Unfortunately, only 2 of the 6 were willing to answer my questions. This data collection, including the inability to gain response from 4 of the 6 schools I contacted, led me to understand the politics hiding behind schools' closed doors. The 2 schools I interviewed both said that the principals make the final decision on what Title I funds are being spent on, although one school did state that they do take parent and community wishes into account. This is not typically the case, as seen at Douglas Elementary, where funds are solely being spent on student technologies. Even when faced with cost and benefit, principals were unwilling to change their fund spending due to budget. So, after researching different case studies, performing interviews, collecting data, and forming possible solutions, I have found that technology in the classroom can be both a positive and negative aspect of education. My research has proven my argument to be correct in some instances, though. The use of Title I funds on technology in the classroom does not have a positive impact on student test scores and outcome. As seen in the case study of 44 elementary schools, there is minimal improvement in test scores and outcome when using technology in the classroom. With this continued research in technology and education, I hope that others will understand the importance of both traditional literature and texts, as well as the use of technology. One possible solution would be to focus on regular writing practices and traditional literature throughout kindergarten to 2nd grade, and slowly integrate other technology use in older grade levels. This would allow students to gain an understanding of traditional media before throwing them into a new world of technology. Although I was unable to obtain enough data to neither prove or disprove my argument as a whole, I hope to continue to educate myself on Title I funds and their uses. My current solution will be to continue taking part in my education on the pros and cons of Title I funds being used toward classroom and student technologies, as well as continuing to reach out to surrounding schools to learn more about their Title I fund spending and student outcomes. Thank you.